And the Longines Hong Kong Cup is the fourth and final event for the Turf World Championships here this afternoon. Just a field of 7 for this, unfortunately, running, Jenny, for $40 million. But we've got another 1-1 favourite. It's Romantic Warrior.
Absolutely, yes. So the champ is going to go around here at unbackable odds at the moment. So we think, well, I think he's going to be extremely hard to beat. I think his main competitor might be Bellagio Opera. I think this horse has got a little bit more upside to him. I don't think he'll beat him, but I think he could be the Quinella horse, Tom.
Yeah, really good run from him at last start in the Takabrazuka Kinnan, and prior to that he was a winner in the Osaka High over Lord Del Rey, and I think he's been training up quite well during the week too.
Yeah, look, he does appear to be so, and he's just got a fairly good record. I mean, winning 6 from 13, and you know, he's probably got a chance to get himself into a nice position from gate number 5 here as well. So I think he could run well, but I think it's all about the champ at the same time, Romantic Warrior.
Great shots from our drone. You can see it's heavily overcast, and it's certainly got a little bit colder over the last half an hour or so. Paul, as we bring you in, who's running for second here behind Romantic Warrior?
Well, that's what it suggests, doesn't it? That's what the public think, and that's what they expect. And as money back about Romantic Warrior. Bellagio Opera is the clear second favourite there at a 10-1. And then you're into the 20s after that. And Kisisana down the bottom, she's actually had some money as well coming. And but it looks like 1 to beat 2 is the way the forecast is going to go for the punters. And Bellagio Opera being the biggest danger. The other horse, one thing about this race is you've got a horse called Galen, and he likes to really sort of set up some good sectionals out in front. He's over 40-1, but it wouldn't be surprised he peeled out a little bit.
On Romantic Warrior, Jenny, James McDonald commenting that he's felt as good as he's ever felt coming into this event today.
Yeah, well, we know that he had that bit of surgery as well, and he came back and he won first up over the 2,000 metres, albeit it was run very slowly, but it was the way in which he did it, Tom. It was a really good effort, and his last sectional was very, very good. Just
note the change of start time, 4:45. We've got another $2 million jackpot for the quartet and first 4 merged pool. And don't forget you're betting with the world through the World Pool, and the favourite Romantic Warrior at 1-1. And there he is on screen, Jenny. He's bidding to become a 4-time winner of this Hong Kong Cup.
Yeah, lovely relaxed horse. Romantic Warrior is now a 7-year-old, so not getting any younger, but he's walking out okay. Needs a little loosen up in front. Gone a touch winter in his coat, but he's still got a healthy enough shine to it, and he does look really fit. So I think he's in good order.
Money back about Romantic Warrior. And there is the champ on the screen now. We've seen Kang rising. Voyage Bubble, 2 of the high-profile horses here in Hong Kong win. And can Romantic Warrior keep the fans happy here? They seem to think so. Money back and money back. There's the connections, Peter Law. They've travelled this horse. He's been to Australia, won the Cox Plate, of course. He's been to Saudi Arabia. He's been to Dubai. Here he is back in Hong Kong. This looks the biggest danger, Jenny. We've just talked about that. Bellagio Opera. How does he look?
He looks really well. He looks so fit. His coat's beautiful too. He's got a couple of handlers on him, but he's behaving himself very nicely. There's a horse just directly behind him. Might have just stirred him up a fraction there, but he's not carrying any excess condition. He's really free in his walking action. He's got a little bit of size and scope about him, and good muscle tone in the shoulder. Very healthy looking coat too, so he's in good order.
It's only a small but select field for this, Nick, but is he one of the main dangers, you think, here, Bellagio Opera?
If there are indeed any dangers here, normally you think, well, if your horse is as dominant as Romantic Warrior, then the only danger is himself or some kind of regression. Well, there didn't seem to be any evidence of that regression last time, and he should get a lovely setup as well. I'm pretty sure Galen's going to drive forward from 7. I'll be really surprised if he didn't make the pace. He might get quite an easy lead, Galen.
He's the son of Lord Canaloa as Bellagio Opera. We'll get to Galen shortly, but here is Rushen Park. And more than 800 days since he's won a race. He's not lived up to the billing I thought many had for this horse.
No, but he's run some pretty sound races, including here. Quite tough, consistent, long, lazy, easy walk. He looks like he'd go around here all day, be quite happy.
Yeah, he's bandaged on all 4 legs. He's a horse that has got a fair bit of scope, and he's another one that's got some good muscle strength in the shoulder. His attitude is good, a fair bit of headgear on him there, but he's behaving himself well. He's got a bit of size about him too. I don't think there's much wrong with his presentation here, so hopefully we can see one of his good runs.
Coming back from 2,500 metres in the Copa Republica Argentina there behind Mystery Way, where he was beaten 3.5 lengths.
Yeah, the run was probably better than the form figure suggested. Got in a bit of traffic.
Galen, I think Connections have certainly got designs here, Jenny, on going forward with this 4-year-old by Glenn Eagles, who ran a peak performance in the Bahrain Trophy last time out.
Look, this horse he's quite keen and eager. He's just throwing the head every now and again, but he's walking out nice and freely, clipped out, good healthy shine to his coat, and he also looks really fit. He's quite nicely, neatly put together, in fact, so he presents perfectly okay. I just don't know whether he's quite good enough.
Some good form lines coming through this horse.
He's getting better, that's the point. You know, Jenny's right, the balance of form suggests he needs to improve, but the ownership, there they are. They believe he can. That was a terrific run in Bahrain. The horse that beat him's no mug at all, Royal Champion. I think given the tactical setup of the race, he could run a place today, Galen.
Dylan Brown, McMonagle Fort, Joseph O'Brien. Straight Aaron, of course, a few years ago, he's very unlucky 4th in this race behind Romantic Warrior. He's been around the stabling block to a few different trainers, Jenny, but he's back with David Hayes from Barrier 1.
Yep, formerly from Ricky and Casper Founds there, so he's back with David, as you say, Craig to ride. He looks in really good order, actually. His last run wasn't bad. He was beaten 3 1/4 lengths by Romantic Warrior, so I'm sure he can't turn the tables on the champion, but he looks in really good nick. He's done well since that run. He's behaving himself nicely. He's got a bit stronger as he's got older, and he walks out really cleanly, so I don't mind him. He looks good.
That is Straight Aaron for David Hayes and Craig Williams out of stall at number 1, and was 4th last time out behind Romantic Warrior. Chan Chen Glory here, of course, comes out of the career. He's not come back in his 2 runs overly well, and he's up to about his 11th or 12th different jockey now too. Yeah,
he was gallant in defeat in the Career Cup, that's for sure. Gee, put up a tough effort there, and he's a lovely horse. He's a hard one to knock as far as appearance goes. He continues to walk out nicely. He's got some size and scope, a very nice nature. He's done about 20 laps here. He's been in here a long time, but he looks really fit. So if he was to turn it around here and run a better race, it wouldn't shock.
Looks really well, Chan Chen Glory. Maxime Guillon will be full of confidence after his victory on Sozi earlier on today.
Francis Lloyd there with the group of Connections, the Chang Cheng Racing Syndicate. They love a US bred horse, the Chang Cheng Racing Syndicate. What about this horse, Nick Kisisana?
Okay, on the plus side, coming back to this distance and getting better ground today will help. Also, Christophe Soumillon aboard, I think, suit this filly really well. Negatively, I'm not sure even the best of her form is quite good enough. Francis Graffard, though, the trainer, has had the season of all seasons, a record-breaking 14 wins at the elite level. That's beating Andre Fabre's record that was set in 1992 for a French-based trainer.
Look at, there's nothing of her. She's a very, very lightly framed filly, or mare, I should say. She is a 5-year-old. She thins out towards the flank area there. She doesn't have a great deal of strength in those hind quarters. But the one thing she has got is a really good nature. She's very relaxed here in the parade. Been clipped out by the looks of it a little while ago, and does walk out nice and freely as well. So good attitude, good walk, but just a lean-looking filly.
She's at 18 to 1 through the world. So Paul, there's a great shot of the parade ring, which has been ram-packed here this afternoon. Let's head over to Nick Child, who's standing by with the trainer of Galen. It's Joseph O'Brien.
Yes, thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, Joseph.
Jenny, who stood out from the yard?
No surprises here as well. Romantic Warrior, he's got to go on top, the champion. I thought he paraded beautifully here this afternoon. He got freer in that walking action as he continued on as well. He looks terrific, and he is the horse to beat. I thought next best was number 2. There he is on screen, Bellagio Opera. His overall record is quite good. He's a very nice looking horse, just slightly on his toes there, but he presented well. He walks out nicely. He's a nice type. He goes in. Straight Aaron paraded well. He's a really strong bodied horse now. He's got stronger as time's gone on. So we'll see if he can jump back into a bit of form here. It's only a small field, so he gets a good opportunity. And Galen, I will put Galen in. Nice, neat type of horse, sensible in the parade, walked out freely. So does look in pretty good order. 1, 2, 5 and 4 for me.
Thank you, Jenny. 1, 2, 5 and 4 as they parade in front of the stands here. Mark the start right in front of the commentary box there in the grandstand. Romantic Warrior, the one to beat.
He got a lovely reception, Tom, on his entrance to the track and galloped down to the stables. He's gone, or the stalls, you should say, he's gone all the way up near the quarantine stables to the 400-metre mark with the lead pony there, just keeping him nice and relaxed. He's done it before. He was amazing first up. He ran past Voyage Bubble for fun, and Voyage Bubble's just come out and won the mile. He's a run fitter. He's looking for further history in this race and make it a full-timer for the Longines Hong Kong Cup, and it's his race to lose. One on top to beat number 2, Bellagio Opera, 3-time winner at 2,000 metres. He's a Group 1 winner of the Osaka High over this distance at Hanshin 2 runs ago. Does have Kazuo Yokoyama taking the ride, first ride in Hong Kong for Kazuo. And look, he's a proven Group 1 performer, Bellagio Opera, so he's in for second. 5 straight Aaron goes in for third. Don't think he can beat Romantic Warrior, but it's the same colours, the same draw, the same distance that Craig Williams won the Derby and Cap Ferrat on in an upset. This would be an even mega upset compared to that one. He's just going to get a perfect trip. That's why he's in for third from the inside gate. And 7, Kissy Sana with the weight allowance down the bottom too. Christophe Simeon and Francis Henri Graffard comes here at 17 and 2.5. Didn't think she was the worst in this field either, and found a spot for her in the top 4. But he deserves to make it 4 in a row, Paul. His run first back was outstanding, and he'll top what's been 4 terrific Group 1s, including, it'll be the big 3 if he can win the last of the Group 1s here this afternoon, Romantic Warrior.
Yes, and he's just drifted out. 1.1 now about Romantic Warrior. Clearly on top. Bellagio Opera, I think, is the big danger, and he's the forecast horse, the Japanese horse. Galen, look, he's going to roll along in front, and if he does get out to a big lead, and he'll be taking some pigging back as well. And then Kissy Sana down the bottom with that allowance. 1, 2, 4, 7 for me.
1, 4, 7 and 2, so around the same sort of numbers. Romantic Warrior picks himself. I think Galen can certainly run a race off the front for Dylan Brown McMonagle. You've got 7 as well, Kissy Sana. And then number 2, Bellagio Opera here for the Japanese. So 1, 4, 7, 2, and a recap of Nick's numbers: 1, 7, 2, and 4. Similar numbers again there, Jenny.
Yeah, definitely. I've gone the 1, 2, 5, and 4 in order. I thought the champ Romantic Warrior presented really well once again. When he first walked in, just needed a tiny loosen up in front, but he did loosen up after a couple of laps. The 2, Bellagio Opera, I really like him as a type. Of course, we saw Lord Kanaloa, his dad, win here so impressively so many years ago as well. So it's nice to see his progeny produced here, and a horse with plenty of talent. He looks good. I thought the 5, Straight Aaron, presented well. I like the strength that he's got over the last few years, and I thought number 4, Galen, presented well. That might even be him with that camera on, the chestnut horse. He looked good.
Your thoughts, Nick? Is it a case of pick the winning margin for Romantic Warrior?
Yeah, I think it probably is. As I said, no signs of regression. Even his 2 defeats in the last 12 months in Dubai and Saudi Arabia would be good enough to win this race, and he came back looking strong. So with all Jenny's comments under our belts, I feel that he's just going to do it again and win his 4th edition of this race. We've said it all about Galen. He's going to get an uncontested lead here. He's a horse who's improving. It might enable him to outrun his natural ability level and get into 2nd. Bellagio Opera is a very solid horse. He'll run his race, and Kissy Sana's probably talented enough to sneak into 4th. So I've gone 1, 4, 2, 7 here.
And obviously so much credit has to go to Danny Shum, the way he has prepared each and every time, including last time out, to get him fit to win like that at 2,000 metres first up again, not for the first time.
And that man there, Peter Lau, whose sportsmanship knows no bounds. He's already talking about what's going to happen after this. James McDonald, when he won Longines World's Best Jockey the other night, I asked him, have you got one target in mind for 2026 for any horse? And he just laughed, and I think we all knew what he wanted. He wanted that Saudi Cup. He wanted revenge on Forever Young, and it looks like that's the way they'll go.
What a race that was. Were you there, Nick, for
I
that?
was. It's the race of the year for me, I think, Jenny.
Incredible, you know, just to watch that and see. I mean, they just fought hammer and tongs down the straight, didn't they? And it could have gone each way.
And that contrasting style of that quicksilver acceleration of the turf horse, the classic turf horse in Romantic Warrior, and then kind of getting outslugged by your big brute of a dirt horse in Forever Young. But, you know, James will know there's a way that he can get his revenge.
Yeah, and just him being able to perform like that on the sand track as well. You know, incredible horse, this guy. He's so versatile.
And how good is it that we're more than likely, as Peter Lau described it, as we're going to get a round 2 of the Rumble in the Desert.
Yeah, fingers crossed they all make it there, but they've got it all planned out, both sets of connections, and it brings so much to the sport globally, so much recognition to Hong Kong from around the world because of horses like Romantic Warrior. We're living in this sort of golden age of folk heroes, really, with Ka Ying earlier, this guy, and Golden 60 before them. So no, it's always a privilege to be here.
And should he win today, he's going to join an elite company of horses to win 4 Group 1 races.
Yeah, well,
the
same Group 1 4 times. I was looking through the history books the other day. I counted 7, I think. You have to go all the way back to Manicato to get the first one. And it's sort of the modern era, in the era we kind of understand. Winks, obviously, she won 4 Cox Plates. Goldacova won 4 editions of the Prix Rothschild. That is a fillies only race, but she won 14 Group 1s in all. Yates won 4 Gold Cups at Ascot. Vinnie Rowe won 4 Irish St Ledgers. So in rarefied air, this horse is breathing.
Oh, no doubt about that. And you know, he's got the goods. Let's hope everything goes well and there's no interference here and he gets clear running and shows what he's made of. Of course, he's getting a bit older, not easier as he gets to be a 7-year-old, but it's a small field and he's certainly got the talent.
Paul, what's going on in the market with the World Pool and the play, please? Yeah,
look, the play's 1 to beat 2. I just thought Romantic Warrior to beat Bellagio Opera, 2.1. That's currently playing. If you want to throw in Galen, it's 9 to 1 as a possibility as well. 10 to 1 now. It's just drifted. They are looking through the market. Nothing really much is happening. The Kissy Sana Romantic Warrior Quinella's come into 5, and also the Bellagio Opera Kissy Sana's come into 45. So a little bit around the Kissy Sana down the bottom, and the 2 and 7, if you like that as a Quinella place, 2nd and 3rd, that's paying 2 to 1.
As you can see, the sun is out here at Sha Tin. It's been a relatively cloudy day, but in bright sunshine behind the grandstands here, or in front of the grandstands, I should say, for the 2,000 metres of the Longines Hong Kong Cup. 3 individual Group 1 winners in this race. Of course, Romantic Warrior made history in 2024 when becoming the first horse to win 3 editions of the Longines Hong Kong Cup, which is Hong Kong's richest race. And he's looking to make it 4 here this afternoon. There's the starter on the platform, Tony Speechley. 1 and 1 with the World Pool. Romantic Warrior, James McDonald and Danny Shum second up here with race caller Mark McNamara.
Thank you, Tom. Can he do it again? Is this cup number 4 as Cheng Cheng Glory comes up straight? Aaron's still away, as is the favourite, Romantic Warrior. 1 and 1. Straight Aaron. He's at 30 and 3.9. Kissy Sana backed on a win line. She's into 12 and 1.7. Romantic Warrior out to 1.1. Field of 7. How tactical is this going to be? We're about to find out. Ready for the Longines Hong Kong Cup. Racing. He was first out, Romantic Warrior. Cheng Cheng Glory written for pace. So too Bellagio Opera. And he's going to hit them down to the winning post the first time and leap Cheng Cheng Glory. Galen going up 3 wide, and Romantic Warrior drops in 2 lengths away, 4th one off the rail. Straight Aaron's against the fence from Kissy Sana, and Rusham Park's last of all. Cheng Cheng Glory takes over now from Galen. Running 3rd on the inside is Bellagio Opera, and Romantic Warrior 4th with a 1-out trail. 2 lengths to Kissy Sana, Straight Aaron, and Rusham Park is last of all as Galen leads, turning to the back by the Shingmun River. He's out by 3/4, looking to lead Galen, and crosses down now for Dylan Brown McMonagle, and leads out by 2. Second, Cheng Cheng Glory. Romantic Warrior, 1 away. 3rd, Bellagio Opera is now 4th on the rail. 5th is Kissy Sana. 6th is Straight Aaron, and Rusham Park is last of all. The last of the 4 Group 1s, the Longines Hong Kong Cup, and it's Galen. A length and a half clear. Cheng Cheng Glory 2nd. Romantic Warrior's done absolutely no work. He has the neck arched, a length and a half away. 3rd. On the inside, 4th, Bellagio Opera. 5th is Kissy Sana from Straight Aaron. And back last of all is Rusham Park. Galen leads the way. Cheng Cheng Glory's getting a little closer now. He's a length and a quarter away. Romantic Warrior sits quietly 3rd. Then came Bellagio Opera. Rusham Park wide out. Straight Aaron takes the rail, and Kissy Sana last in a bunch field. Galen leads. There's blue and white appearing, and that blue and white is Romantic Warrior. He moved up to take the lead off Galen. Cheng Cheng Glory's on the inside. Then Straight Aaron and Bellagio Opera. 2:20 to go. It's Romantic Warrior. 3 in front of Bellagio Opera. Cheng Cheng Glory. The leader though is Romantic Warrior. He's 3 in front. Bellagio Opera. It's history. It's cup number Warrior beat home Bellagio Opera and Kissy Sana. Then came fourth in either Galen or Rusham Park. Straight Aaron and Cheng Cheng Glory is the last one in. Oh, he's a megastar. 1.1 and 1. James McDonald and Danny Shum makes it 4 Longines Hong Kong Cups, beating 2 Bellagio Opera for Kazui Yokoyama at 1.2 and Kissy Sana number 7 at 1.6. If you wanted to script a race that James McDonald could have had, surely that was it. He did no work to get anywhere. And then they took off, he manoeuvred up wide, and he's won by 2. The second horse has gone a great race. He's only been beaten 2 lengths Bellagio Opera and 7 Kissy Sana third. 1.27, 4 Galen has held on for 4th. 2:02.29. Where is he? He's still around the back straight at the 1400 metres. He could have gone around again. And now he'll move on, looking for another rumble in the desert against Forever Young. 2 runs back, surgery, 2 starts at 2,000 metres for 2 victories. And now Romantic Warrior has joined an elite club of horses that have won the same Group 1 4 times in a row. Winks did it in the Cox Plate. Romantic Warrior has done it in Hong Kong's richest race by 1 3/4, 3.5, 2:02.29, as he makes his way back with the ears pricked. And it took James a quarter, almost a third of the Sha Tin track to pull him up. He was going so well. Game in defeat, Bellagio Opera. Kissy Sana's run a great race. The story to round out the big 4 of Group 1s, though, Nick, is the big 3 wins topped off by history with this guy, Romantic Warrior, and James McDonald. He's built the suspense coming back. Wave to the family. They're watching over the fence as we hear from the winning rider and his best mate, Romantic Warrior. It's James McDonald.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. James applauding his greatest fans as well. James, many congratulations. This horse joins the likes of Winks in winning the same Group 1 4 times, and you've made IR history here this afternoon.
He's so special. He is so special, mate.
He is, isn't he?
So special.
Just a warrior by name, warrior by nature.
He's just, I don't know, he's just a freak.
Do you know what, James?
I don't know what to say. Honestly,
wait.
He's just, I don't know.
Do you know what, James? Sometimes less is more. Enjoy the moment.
I just
well
love
done,
him.
you.
I love him.
Well done. Well done.
Just about speechless there, James McDonald speaking with Nick Child out to the front as Romantic Warrior comes back. It'll be a long time before we see another horse win 4 Hong Kong Cups.
Warrior, Cheng Cheng Glory written for pace, so too Bellagio Opera, and he's going to hit them down to the winning post the first time and lead Cheng Cheng Glory. Galen going up 3 wide, and Romantic Warrior drops in 2 lengths away, 4th one off the rail. Straight Aaron's against the fence from Kissy Sana and Rusham Park's last of all. Cheng Cheng Glory takes over now from Galen. Running third on the inside is Bellagio Opera, and Romantic Warrior 4th with a 1-out trail. 2 lengths to Kissy Sana, Straight Aaron, and Rusham Park is last of all as Galen leads, turning to the back by the Shingmun River. He's out by 3/4, looking to lead Galen, and crosses down now for Dylan Brown McMonigal and leads out by 2. Second, Cheng Cheng Glory. Romantic Warrior 1 away, 3rd. Bellagio Opera is now 4th on the rail. 5th is Kissy Sana. 6th is Straight Aaron, and Rusham Park is last of all. The last of the 4 Group 1s, the Longines Hong Kong Cup, and it's Galen. 1.5 lengths clear. Cheng Cheng Glory 2nd. Romantic Warrior's done absolutely no work. He has the neck arched 1.5 lengths away, 3rd. On the inside, 4th, Bellagio Opera. 5th is Kissy Sana from Straight Aaron. And back last of all is Rusham Park. Galen leads the way. Cheng Cheng Glory's getting a little closer now. He's a length and a quarter away. Romantic Warrior sits quietly third. Then came Bellagio Opera. Rusham Park wide out. Straight Aaron takes the rail. And Kissy Sana last in a bunch field. Galen leads. There's blue and white appearing. And that blue and white is Romantic Warrior. He moved up to take the lead off Galen. Cheng Cheng Glory's on the inside. Then Straight Aaron and Bellagio Opera. 2:20 to go. It's Romantic Warrior. 3 in front of Bellagio Opera. Cheng Cheng Glory. The leader, though, is Romantic Warrior. He's 3 in front. Bellagio Opera. It's history. It's cup number 4. The Warrior in name.
Absolutely stunning. Romantic Warrior for a 4th Hong Kong Cup. James McDonald speechless after the line. Some awesome winning shots of him prevailing here this afternoon, and 4 Hong Kong Cups to his resume now. That's 11 Group 1 wins in total, and he's been too good in the run to the wire. He was 1-1 in the end, Paul, for Romantic Warrior, the champ.
Yeah, look, we've been privileged to see some fantastic horses and some fantastic races here. He's paid 11 and 10-10, 12.50 there for second. It was a good run for the Japanese horse Bellagio Opera, and Kissy Sana in there for third, was back late into 16. Quinella 1 to beat 2, 23.50. The forecast at 1 to beat 2, 23. So the forecast has played less than the Quinella. That showed how dominant he was. The trio 127.30. The TS 127 was 58. And what can we say, Jenny?
Oh, look, what a day it's been. And our horses have all stepped up to the plate here, our champions. They've just shown what they're made of. And Romantic Warrior, 20th race win from 26 starts, this guy. What a champion he is. And you can see why James McDonald gets so emotional about him. He's had that wonderful connection with the horse. And every time he wins, he just feels it. And he's speechless, and I get it. It's just fantastic to see, and he's such a beautiful horse at the same time. You can see he's got a gorgeous head on him. He's so sweet and kind. Lovely horse.
James McDonald, Paul, has ridden many superstars through his career, but I doubt there's one on his CV like this one.
No, you know how special this horse is to him. He said it a million times as well in interviews, and he's the one, and he'd just love to go back to Saudi Arabia, I think, and have that race against Forever Young again. That'd be fantastic. That'd be a highlight. And
let's not forget, Jenny, he's a horse that turn of foot that he has. He's a horse that's got runs over 2,000 metres, but he's got a 1,200 metre horse's turn of foot.
Well, he's just got the big heart, hasn't he? And he's been versatile over the years as well. He's run over all sorts of distances, 1,200 up to 2,000, 2,040. He's just such a good racehorse, and he's won so much prize money. He picks up another 22,400,000 today to add alongside. I've written all over the numbers here, but
217 million.
Incredible amount of prize money.
Highest prize money earning racehorse anywhere in the world in the modern era of horse racing, and hats off to his trainer Danny Shum, who handles him with absolute perfection. And let's not forget, Jenny, Peter Lau, who's been willing to take the challenge. He's been willing to travel him. He's gone to Japan, he's gone to Australia, he's gone to the Middle East, and he's prepared to travel again. Yes,
he certainly is. And the horse is in great fettle, isn't he? After coming out of that operation, he came back and he showed us what he was made of after that, when he was able to win first up over the 2,000. So that was a great training performance. Great effort by the vets to get him back in shape. And you can see James just enjoying the moment with the owner there, Peter. So they'll be celebrating once again, and so they should.
They certainly will be. Take note, no patrol replay coming through for race number 8 on the program, but we'll stay here with these terrific scenes here at Sha Tin prior to the presentation. There's Danny Shum. He's just done everything right with this horse every single time. Paul turns him out in peak condition, has him cherry ripe for all of the big races that he's come out and competed in.
Yeah, no, he definitely has. He's been such a good horse to Hong Kong. over the years. I remember his debut run at Happy Valley. He was 3 wide all the way at Happy Valley and won, and he's just gone on and on from there. And now he's, you know, he's been around the world. He's won in Australia. He's been in the Middle East and back here in Hong Kong. 4 HKIR Cups. Very hard to do.
Very hard to do, and it's something, Jenny, that I doubt we'll see for a long time. Another horse repeating that, if ever we'll see another horse come out and win.
It's some
4
feat,
Hong Kong
isn't
Cups.
it? Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. And you know, he's a 7-year-old. Will he come back and do it again next year? Depends if he's you know, as in good health as he is this year. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, they kept saying that he just didn't seem like he was quite the same horse over at points of his Middle East campaign, that he was sweating up a lot and he was carrying on a little bit behind the stalls. He wasn't as relaxed usual self, and he's come back and seemingly just about better than ever here. Romantic Warrior, of course, was purchased through the international sale here in Hong Kong. The Irish-bred 7-year-old by acclamation over Street Cry mare. Drawn barrier 2 today, sat in that same, pretty much the same spot that he was in for, of course, the Jockey Club Cup here a couple of weeks ago when he was too strong for Voyage Bubble. That form was franked, of course, in the mile the previous race. And Romantic Warrior now a 20-time winner from 27 starts, 11 Group 1 wins. 217 million of prize money coming into today, and he's added a whole lot more to that here, 22.5 million with the Longines Hong Kong Cup.
Trophy presentation ceremony will now commence.
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to try too hard to find the superlatives this afternoon. And another superlative performance from Hong Kong's hero, Romantic Warrior, for the 4th year in succession. The first horse to achieve such a feat. He has won the Longines Hong Kong Cup. 20 wins, 11 Group 1 wins. What a horse.
浪琴香港杯嘅得主已經誕生啦！浪漫勇士破紀錄，連續4年勝出浪琴香港杯，亦都係第11次勝出1級賽，恭喜晒！
Home or away, rain or shine, Romantic Warrior will prevail. May I now invite our club's chairman, the Honourable Martin Liao, to present the Longines Hong Kong Cup trophy and bronze statuette. The trophy to the owner, of course. What a sportsman he is, Mr. Peter Lau.
香港賽馬會主席廖長江先生現正就係將我哋嘅獎杯頒發俾浪漫勇士嘅馬主劉柏輝先生。
And I'd like to welcome Ms. Tang to receive the bronze horse statuette.
而我哋嘅駿馬銅像就係頒發俾馬主代表唐小姐。唔該晒主席，我哋可以望一望前方一齊影張相。 好一好俾我哋嘅傳媒朋友影影呢一個咁難忘嘅時刻。
Mr. Chairman, if I could ask you also to present the bronze horse statuettes to the winning trainer and rider. First of all, the trainer, Danny Shum.
繼續有請主席就將駿馬銅像頒發俾我哋勝出頭馬嘅練馬師沈澤成先生。
And how superbly he has prepared this horse. And he'll never tire of riding Romantic Warrior. James McDonald, ladies and gentlemen.
亦都有我哋勝出嘅騎師麥道浪，亦都係今屆全球最佳騎師。
Thank you, Chairman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the Longines watches to the winning owner, please welcome to the stage the Longines Ambassador of Excellence, Mr. Yosh Yu.
跟住我哋有請浪琴優雅大使于適先生致送一隻非常之漂亮嘅浪琴錶，俾我哋勝出頭馬嘅馬主代表古生㗎。
Thank you, Mr. Yu, and may I now invite once again the President and CEO of Longines to present the beautiful Longines watches to the winning trainer and rider. So once again, Danny Shum and James McDonald.
浪琴行政總裁 Patrick Owen 先生而家致送緊呢隻浪琴錶俾我哋勝出嘅練馬師沈澤成先生，亦都會致送俾我哋勝出嘅騎師麥道朗先生。
Thank you, Mr. Owen. And if Connections and our distinguished guests could just remain on the stage for a little while, because you will not want to ever forget the day that Romantic Warrior made history, becoming the first horse to win four editions of the Longines Hong Kong Cup Group 1.
我哋一齊望望前方，一齊拍下呢一個歷史性嘅一刻。再次恭喜晒浪漫勇士！
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations again. Peter Lau, Danny Shum, James McDonald, Romantic Warrior is the winner of the Longines Hong Kong Cup of 2025.
再次恭喜晒我哋勝出嘅馬主劉柏輝先生、練馬師沈澤成先生，同埋我哋嘅騎師麥道朗㗎。
And that completes our trophy presentation formalities, ladies and gentlemen, and the 2025 Longines Hong Kong International Races. To thank you for your support, don't forget that the internationally acclaimed group, Now United, will make a special appearance in the parade ring following the final race. Additionally, jockeys will be distributing mini hero horse plushies as a celebration of the successful conclusion of the day, and we look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you very much.
2025年浪琴香港杯嘅頒獎儀式已經圓滿結束，而本年度嘅浪琴香港國際賽事亦都接近尾聲。陣間我哋尾場之後，我哋有閉幕表演。 我哋國際人氣組合 Now United 會喺馬匹亮相圈壓軸登場，而一眾騎師咧亦都會現場派小馬公仔同大家一齊慶祝浪琴香港國際賽事圓滿結束，大家唔好錯過，我哋下次再見。
So there it is. Here are some terrific shots from the Turf World Championships here this afternoon, and of course the Hong Kong Cup. A fourth straight victory in the race for Romantic Warrior, his owner Peter Lau, James McDonald of course, and his trainer Danny Shum with the 7-year-old by acclamation. More Group 1 success for Romantic Warrior here at Sha Tin. Longines HKIR 2025. We've seen exceptional performances right through the course of the afternoon. We're not done here yet at Sha Tin. We've got 2 races to come. And here we go with today's champions, of course, kicking off in the Vase with Sozi for Andre Farben, Maxine Guillon, Kaying Rising, David Hayes, Zach Purton, Voyage Bubble, Ricky Yu, Zach Purton, Romantic Warrior, James McDonald and Danny Shum. The 4 victors of our 4 Group 1 races here at Sha Tin today.